nature, there is no virtue, there is no sin. God created the universe where something kills something and eats it, where something rides on something, where something subdues something. It is nature, it's natural law. Until man came on the scene, until human beings came on the scene. How are they different? God gave them intelligence and will. He said, now thou shalt not. But the same God in one religion says, go forth and multiply. I give you command over all things in this world. You shall eat the birds and the beasts and everything that crawls. The same God who created life in one form gives life in another form, total control over this. And he says to breed sheep so that you can go on sacrificing kids to me. Hinduism says you shall not take life. Thou shalt not kill applies also to animals and birds. It is too, trite and too simple an understanding to say God meant human beings when he said thou shalt not kill. Isn't it? But my religion says like that. I can kill. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife or his good neighbor's goods. I remember how much I had to laugh when one boy in America came to me and said, Chariji, what is a neighbor? I said, why do you ask? He said, I love the girl next door to my house. I said, what about the left? He wanted to know. Can I covet her? I said, both are neighbors. He said, what about across the street? Is she a neighbor too? I said, yes. I said, even the one in the next parallel street is a neighbor. In essence, neighbor means anybody who is living on this planet with you. They're all your neighbors. Therefore, they're all your brothers and sisters. Sahaj Marg says precisely the same thing. We are all brothers and sisters. Quantum physics says, whatever you may appear to be, you are this. You are particles floating around in the quantum field, which by some act of imagination or thought has coalesced into the form that you see. And you think, this is me. That is the first mistake. You have isolated yourself willfully because you are using your will by thinking, I am. The moment you say, I am, you are this and the rest is that. So the human beings suffer from a sort of isolation of themselves from the rest of this vast universe by two concepts, I and mine. Because when I am there, I have something which I call mine. This is my house, my chair, my wife, my food, my kitchen, my car. Therefore, it is nobody else's. So the feeling of self-consciousness, the feeling of having possessions, two things separate us from the rest of God's creation and we suffer consequently. Now the idea of sacrifice, giving up, renunciation is just meant to get rid of this isolation that we have imposed upon ourselves and we are suffering therefrom. When Jesus says, sell all that you have and give it to the poor and follow me, it is the call of the divine, saying, these are the things which are holding you down and keeping you away from me. No, my Lord, I cannot come. Who will look after my house? Who will look after my wife? I have to fish every day to feed her. Who will look after my children? And who will look after the nets if I am not here, with which we fish? God says, remain and enjoy what you have, to the extent that you have it. So possession robs us of greater possessions in a non-material, divine, spiritual world. Therefore, he says, I think in one of these, what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world but lose his own soul?